Ramadan is finally here. And without further ado, I want to show you how you can maximize this Ramadan to get from this body fat percentage right here, which I used to be at, to this body fat percentage over here. There's a lot that I'm going to be going into this video, but before we go into that, there is a quick disclaimer. Ramadan is a very blessed month. It's the month that the Quran was revealed by Allah, and it's a month that we have to prioritize fasting and getting on our deen. However, this is where many brothers unfortunately have a disconnect. They believe that focusing on their fitness and dunya is mutually exclusive with prioritizing deen and Allah. We all know that's a damn excuse because focusing on our dunya and fitness and physique with the right niyyah is an act of worship because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you this body as a test just to navigate in this dunya, and the body will testify against us on how we treated it. Now let's jump into the 3-step process. Now Ramadan isn't like New Year's resolution, when non-Muslims finally get their fitness on point. But it's the perfect time to undergo this fat loss transformation, namely because you enter what's known as dry fasting. Now, dry fasting is basically when we abstain from food and water. And similar to intermittent fasting, we don't have food all day, but the difference is we don't have water as well. Now, this has many benefits before we jump into the 3-step process, namely boosting your testosterone, boosting your human growth hormone, clearing your skin, and entering into a state known as autophagy. Now, autophagy is a process where because you need a lot of energy, your body basically destroys old, unused, or damaged cells that are not functioning optimally and completely regenerates and replenishes brand new cells, skin cells, nerve cells, cardiac cells. Think of a complete immune and body reset with new, fresh cells. Additionally, because you're so dehydrated, your body burns body fat to create water. Yeah, you heard that right. Have you ever wondered why you don't feel thirsty once your body adapts to Ramadan and dry fasting? It's because your body burns body fat to create H2O. How it does that is it gets hydrogen from burning off the body fat because adipose tissue has a lot of hydrogen molecules, and it gets the oxygen from the air that we breathe to create the purest form of water for your body. No fluoride, no toxins, no filtration needed. Essentially, you become a fat-burning machine and stay hydrated by your own body. Subhanallah. Now, to jump right into the first step of this video, it's going to be to burn as much energy as possible during the day by increasing our activity levels, but specifically increasing the activity levels close to iftar. When you go on the treadmill or start burning calories playing sports, the calories burned that are shown are essentially calories that are burned off of the food that you eat, not stored body fat. This is because your body's primary goal is to burn off as much of stored carbohydrates as possible instead of that stubborn belly fat that you're trying to get rid of. This is why when you're in the Ramadan fasting mode and you're starving all day, no food, no water, your body has no choice but to basically burn off all of the carbohydrates that are stored. And this means that the energy you get for burning calories on the treadmill, playing sports, shooting hoops, it all gets it from your stored body fat. This is why I always recommend brothers to play basketball even by themselves, go on a walk, go on a jog, do some cardio, Stairmaster, an hour or two right before iftar, and that's what I do. The second step is to prioritize carbohydrates and proteins for iftar and avoiding fats. This is because your insulin sensitivity is the highest right around the time of iftar. What this means is the carbohydrates you do eat will more than likely be stored as glycogen in your muscle and liver and not as stored body fat, which is amazing for you. This means having stuff like lean proteins, rice, starch, carbs, white bread, white pasta. It's amazing. Fruits, there's no problem with that. SubhanAllah, the sunnah is to have dates. A pro tip, obviously, is to work out right before iftar as well if you want to maximize this insulin sensitivity response. And the third step is to avoid carbohydrates during suhoor and to maximize fats and proteins during suhoor. Think of fattier meats like steak, beef, fattier fish, eggs, cheese, vegetables, so on and so forth. This will not only help you stay fuller longer during the day, but you don't get that insulin spike that basically kicks you out of fat burning mode. Essentially, most people during suhoor are having things like rice, carbs, cereal, so on and so forth. And those carbs are going to be stored. So during the day, your body burns that for fuel. Whereas if you don't have simple carbs for suhoor, and matter of fact, you don't even have complex carbs, you just have fats and proteins, things like steak, eggs, cheese. Throughout the day, your body is going to burn off your stored body fat instead of any carbs because there are none in your system. Now, these tips are more than enough to get the ball rolling, but eventually brothers are going to run across plateaus. And if you want to smash through them and really accelerate your self-improvement progress, make results that take years in a matter of months, inshallah, find me at FaiyadFit.com or check the link in the description to book a free call with me. I'm currently running a Ramadan promo to take on new brothers as clients and to maximize the priorities of deen, fitness, marriage, masculinity. And more than likely, these spots won't last after a few days. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button as always, subscribe, comment down below what you think and future video topics, share it with your average Abdullahs, and inshallah I'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.